Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to break down one of the most popular ways to earn rewards in the crypto world, staking. So let's just dive right in.
So, let me ask you something. Are you holding on to some crypto and wondering if you can make it work for you? Without having to ride the stressful roller coaster of day trading?
Well, if that sounds like you, then staking could be exactly what you've been looking for. It's become a really popular way to earn passive income, and it's a huge part of the crypto world today.
Over the next few minutes, we're going to cover what staking actually is, how it keeps the network secure, what the rewards look like, and of course, the risks you need to think about. Then we'll wrap it all up with a simple guide on how to get started.
All right, let's get right into it. First things first, what is crypto staking really?
Honestly, the simplest way to think about it is like putting your money in a high-yield savings account, but for your crypto. You're basically locking up your coins for a while to help keep a blockchain network running smoothly and securely. And for doing that, the network pays you back with rewards, usually in more of that same crypto.
And this whole idea isn't exactly new. The concept behind it, called proof of stake, has been around since 2012. But it really exploded into the mainstream in 2022 when Ethereum, the second biggest crypto out there, made a massive switch to this model. And get this, it cut its energy use by over 99%. Just wow.
Okay, so how in the world does locking up your coins actually secure an entire network? It's a great question. Let's get into how this engine actually works. So, I'm sure you've heard of Bitcoin mining, right? That whole system, called proof of work, is all about raw computing power, and it uses a ton of energy. Proof of stake, on the other hand, is the much more energy-efficient alternative. Instead of computers racing to solve puzzles, people known as validators are chosen to approve transactions based on the crypto they've put up as collateral.
And that's where validators come in. These are the folks running the show, and they have to put their own money up as collateral. So if they mess up or try to cheat the system, bam, the network can take some of their staked crypto away. They literally have skin in the game, which keeps them honest.
But let's be real, not everyone can be a full validator. For Ethereum, you'd need 32 ETH. That's a lot of cash. And that's where you, as a delegator, can step in. You can basically delegate a smaller amount of your crypto to a validator you trust. You're pooling your resources together, and you get your fair share of the rewards. For most beginners, this is absolutely the way to go.
So this really boils down to two main ways to stake. On one hand, you have on-chain staking. Think of this as going solo. It's for the pros with deep pockets and technical know-how. And on the other hand, you have off-chain staking, usually through a big crypto exchange. This is the path for pretty much everyone else. The minimums are low, and they handle all the tricky stuff for you.
Okay, so you're helping the network. That's great. But let's get to the good part. What's in it for you? Let's talk rewards.
Well, the big one is earning passive income. You're making your crypto work for you on assets you were just going to hold anyway. Plus, you're actually helping to secure and support the projects you really believe in. And the best part? A lot of these platforms will automatically restake your rewards, so you start earning interest on your interest. That's the power of compounding.
And the returns? They can be seriously attractive. We're talking annual percentage yields, or APY, that can hit 12%, sometimes even more. I mean, just try finding that in a regular bank account.
Okay, but here's a super important point you cannot forget. Your rewards aren't in dollars. They're paid out in whatever crypto you're staking. So if you stake Cardano, you earn more Cardano. This means the value of your rewards goes up and down with the market.
All right, but as you know, with higher potential rewards, there are always risks. This is not a free lunch, and it's so important to know what you're getting into. The first risk is something called slashing. If the validator you're backing messes up, maybe their system goes offline, or worse, they try to cheat, the network can literally destroy a part of their stake. And since your funds are in that pool, you could lose a piece of your investment too.
Next up, we have lockup periods. The best way to think about this is like a certificate of deposit or a CD at a bank. For some staking options, your crypto is locked up tight for a specific amount of time. You can't touch it, you can't sell it, even if the market takes a nosedive. That's a huge risk to consider.
And last but not least, there's validator risk. Remember, when you delegate, you're putting your trust in someone else to manage things properly. That's why picking a top-notch, reliable validator is so important. A bad one can cost you in lower rewards or even get you slashed. Okay, so you've heard the good, you've heard the bad. If you've weighed the risks and you're still interested, getting started is actually pretty simple. Step 1, pick a platform. Go with a big, reputable exchange you trust. Step 2, choose what you want to stake. You'll pick a coin and decide if you want a flexible plan or a locked-in one for a better return. Step 3, this is the easy part. Just sit back and watch the rewards come in. And step 4, when you're ready, you just withdraw your coins, as long as you're past any lockup period, of course.
Now, before we finish up, I want to share a really smart take on this from Naman Dave. His point is, don't just chase the highest reward percentage. Dig a little deeper. Ask yourself, does this project actually do something useful? Is it creating real value? Because in the long run, function and utility will always beat pure hype.
And so that really brings us back to you. Now that you know how it works, the good and the bad, is staking the right move for your portfolio? It's an incredibly powerful tool for earning passive income, for sure. But just like anything in crypto, you've got to do your homework and decide if it fits your own goals. And that's our deep dive into crypto staking.